Hello guys, welcome to Selassie Sports GH. It's the weekend review games that I want to brush or touch on. We were all expecting Pep and Arteta to throw a bit blow to each other, but unfortunately for City, who sat in his own home at Etihad to give away just a 1 point to Arsenal, this has really made Liverpool the say 50 or 60% advantage of taking the league. But anyways, let's see. So let's come back home and talk about Kudus, our star boy. Charlie, me, I'm not surprised. There's a saying that in any field where you find yourself working, doing anything, do it and do it well, and it will definitely pay off. So Kudus trending or Kudus trying to get his name on the Premier League walls and try to get known by the world. Me, for instance, I'm not surprised because this guy takes what he's doing very well. He takes what he's doing seriously. He tries to um, bring new things to his fans. Like his fans are his first priority in what he's doing. So it's not really surprising that Kudus is being named among the team, the weak team in Premier League, and then he's still being named among the outstanding players in Premier League, which is getting the most dribbled player of the season as it stands now. He's been named, and it's good because coming from Ayaz to Premier League. Most of our players or most of intelligent players that come to Premier League, it takes them 3 or 2 seasons to man up. But Charlie, thumbs up to Kudus. He's doing very, very well and he should keep it up. I hope his brothers or his Ghanaian brothers in the Premier League will learn from him. Yeah. All right. So guys, let's go straight to the City Arsenal game that went on at Etihad. Ted and Pep. I really want to say that Arteta has really grown, like he has man up in his coaching role. Because looking at how he quickly responded after the time the match was going on, when Pep took brought on Grealish, brought on Doku to come and try to possess through the flanks because the midfield was not really working for him. There was a quick response from Arteta. He also tried to bring in Partey. And one of my previous game, I was saying I won't be surprised going into that match if Arteta introduced Thomas Partey, who is back from injury, because we all know how Thomas Partey tried to man up the midfield, tried to control the game, calm the game down. And going into that match, it was very obvious that Arteta and his guys were going to play a very high and intensive football. So he brought in Partey to come and to come and take hold of the midfield. So thumbs up to him. And for that solid defending against a team that consistently gave you high pressing with a 4-4-2 formation defense from Arteta and the boys. They did so well in the sense that they were trying to not create any space from the midfield and then from the flanks too, as compared to what they did to City and United and then Liverpool when they met Pep. Arteta tried his possible best to close all those space from the flanks, from the midfield, everything. So he was defending and he was defending with the 4-4-2 formation. A 4-4-2 formation, when the ball when Bernardo Silva tries his possible best to try to use the flanks, you will see Gabriel trying to man up with Saliba to play a 5-back defense for them to do what? For them to break them or cut them. So they were, even though City was pressing, taking possession of the ball, but trust me, they were not able to create or do any shot on target because you possess the ball for almost 60 to 50% in the game and you had only one shot on target. Arsenal didn't really take possession of the game, but he even had 2 shots on target. So thumbs up to Arteta and his guys. They did very, very well. And I was happy Arteta and his guys created some dangerous chances or dangerous attacking, which is not really weird, which is not really seen in most of our games because the ball was mostly played in the midfield by the City players, De Bruyne, Doku, Bernardo Silva, Rodri, they were the ones playing the game. But the least chance or the least advantage taken on by Kai Havertz and then Declan Rice, you will see Gabriel Jesus trying to create a space, but it's unfortunate that the tiki taka didn't really help them up front. In as much as they are very good at their building up with the tiki taka possessions, so as at 50 to 60 minutes, I was just trying to say that no, this game is going to be a goalless game, and it happened that way too. Because these two teams did very well, but Ateta went there with a mission, either to win or to go with a point, and that was the one point that he did from the draw that he had with Pep at Etihad. So going forward, when you look at the standing right now, Liverpool is stopping with 2 points ahead of Arsenal, and then Arsenal too is stopping 1 point ahead of City. But when you look at the remaining games played to be played by these teams, it looks like City has the chance of winning. Looking at the teams that he has to like face or play with going forward, as compared to Liverpool and Arsenal, I think City has an advantage of that. And I know definitely Pep will definitely try his possible best to take advantage of that. But let's just see what happens after some 5 games are played from these remaining matches in the Premier League from these teams leading the table. So let's move to La Liga. La Liga, I would want to talk about the Bilbao and then Real Madrid game. Charlie, we were all expecting Bilbao to go and do some skirmishes, and the Barca fans were just trying to hold on to that. But it's unfortunate Carlos and his guys went into this game to go and win. Even without Vinicius, they went into this game to win, a solid win for them. There was no two ways. In as much as Bilbao has been able to beat Atletico Madrid and Barca, Charlie, you cannot take it to the how do you call it? Um, Real Madrid team. It's never possible. You won't get it that way. So it was a 2-0 against Bilbao, and as it stands now, Real Madrid is solidly leading the table, and I don't think Barcelona can ever catch up. They should just forget about it and then prepare and come back next season. Let's go to Bundesliga to Bayer Enyashiegu. Try and then prepare and come back next season, because Leverkusen at a stands now after some 2 games win directly. It's a win. It's a win-win for them. That one no two ways. So Tuchel and his guys and the well-meaning fans of Germany at Allianz Arena. It's unfortunate this season didn't really go as planned. All right, guys. So, guys, let's come back to Africa and then Ghana to be precise. We all know the trending issue, or it's not even a trending issue. It's a crucial problem that we have as Ghanaians, because looking at our performances in our recent tournaments, AFCON, World Cup, the Ghana we know, and the Ghana that's turned into Ghana Brazil, no, for some time now, that thing is really not helping us. We are rather trying to become a shocking Brazil, rather, not a favorite of Brazil anymore. Because after the is it 2006 or 2012? I'm sorry, 2012. We were named as Brazil, favorites of Brazil in Africa. But now we don't see that anymore. So our current GFA decided to give us some coaches. We had Kwesi coming, going. We have Milovan who also came, and then he left. We have Otuado who also came and took us to World Cup and then left. And then Chris Hughton also came, and he's also had to part ways with the team. And Otuado is back. We all saw how they performed at the international break that just happened recently. My take on Otuado's rebuilding: I don't even want to consider him as a coach who will take us to a tournament, because Otuado is not a coach. He scouts players. He's good at scouting players. So if our mission now is to rebuild, then I don't see us going into any tournament to go and perform. No, I don't see that coming from us. I will just give him the benefits of the doubt because for after his second coming, he has just played 2 games. But one thing that is a cause of alarm to me as a Ghanaian and then as a lover of the game, I was going to touch on is he should try as much as possible to give our local players some chance to do or to participate in our national team. Because he himself, Otoado, after the time he was playing with the Black Stars, he was playing with Asamoah Dems and ACN and Muntari. Where did we Ghanaians, is Asamoah coming from, how do you call it, Spain, like Inaki and those people, even though they are Ghanaian born, Asamoah is coming from the coast in Ghana. Juvenile games helped to get these people into the coast and all those things. So if our coaches or the GFA cannot give or put it to our coaches that, do you know something? In Ghana here, our juvenile games is something that we really put into consideration. So going forward, give our local players some call-ups for them to have their role in the national team and then play as well. Because if you tell us you don't trust or you don't have trust in local players, what are you trying to say? Are you trying to tell us that then our local leagues, there's no need for us to? Because definitely we are, in as much as we want our players to go out, they have to go out through our national team. They have to go. It's a must. So if you, the coach for Ghana Blasters, if you are saying you don't have trust or you don't trust them, indirectly they are telling us that our local league, we should do away with it. Then we cannot get, they won't yield any good results to us. I don't want to rant on Ghana Black Stars now and the GFA because it's a new administration, coaching administration. So I'll just give them the time to do whatever they want to do. But we have a serious match in 3rd June at Mali. It's a World Cup qualification match. We don't really want Hanimacha and Makwe in this game. You have from now to June to know the right midfielders to call, to know the right wingers to call, to know the right defenders to call. Just deliver. Because Ghana cannot be left out in the coming 2026 World Cup at Mexico, Canada, and USA. So the GFA should sit up and then tighten their belts, and we expect a better result from them. Even if it's not a better result, we want to see some positive signs that is showing that our rebuild after a year or two we will get some results. But we don't want to still stand up and then rant and talk. And the GFA is not doing this. The Blasters are not. We are sick and tired of that. Nobody enjoys talking about our national team that way. So please, going forward, you are expecting them to do the right thing, and then if you always do the right thing, you definitely get the right result. Even though it may take time, but you definitely get that right result. So guys, we have midweek games in a Premier League coming up today and then tomorrow. So let's all do well to watch as I bring you the review by the close of Friday and then bring you a preview of the weekend games as well. If you've not subscribed to Selassie Sports channel on YouTube or all my social media handles, X, TikTok, and IG, please do all to do so. And then share with your friends to also watch so that we all go together. Peace out.